Okay, so what's up, YouTube? This is Ompe from Parental Advisory Baby Clothing. I'm going to present you about my company. Yeah, so Parental Advisory T-shirt company. Okay, first, my name is Felimefik Musadi Ratulani. I'm born in Zikport, 1976, quite old. And I'm a straight-edge punk dad and a business owner and a dropout of Unpad and NI and Pajajaran University and yeah, I'm that punk. In short, call me Umpe. So, Parental Advisory T-shirt company, what is that? Parental is formerly known as Distribute Merchandising, Adikaka Foundation, and Parental Advisory Baby Clothing. So it's three things combined together. What first? Distribute merchandising. The backbone of everything is distribute merchandising. It's a music merchandising. It's a merchandising company, screen printing, who is producing T-shirts and apparel. Yeah. And basically, we are known as the first Plastisol screen printing workshop in Bandung. Everything else was large factories because at that time when we were building, there's no cheap equipment. We are the ones who are doing the first DIY thing for the distros and the clothing companies here in Bandung. So what is Plastisol? Plastisol is ink. It's a American screen printing technology basically. Unlike the Indonesian water-based ink, it can result a high detailed graphics artwork on T-shirts, while our Indonesian water-based usually just do vector arts. Well, it can do, but not as detailed as Plastisol. My company is producing for Hard Rock Cafe and Mahanagari, Hello Motion Academy, KDRI, Harley Owner Group Malaysia, Harley Owner Group HDCI, Harley Davidson Club Indonesia, F1 Circuit Sepang, and several other brands, mostly clothings. And yeah, and then we have the Parental Advisory Baby Clothing. It's my retail. It's a baby clothing who is punk influence. We are making T-shirts who is like raising awareness about issues from the perspective of children. Yeah, so yeah, we are from the street life, so we take issues from the street life of children, which is quite harsh actually. And yeah, we make T-shirts out of it. And this is the store. We used to have a store in Sultan Tirtayasa Dago, in Bandung Supermall, and Bandung Siang, but everything is now shifted into more into online stores like Zalora. And then we have the third is the Yayasan Adikaka, the Adikaka Foundation, which means actually Big Brother Foundation. It's a campaign to play with children, yeah, like 15 minutes a day. We campaign through patches, media, like making signs and giving it to parents. And our foundation is built in Daerah Kosambi. It's a market area in Bandung Siang. It's a Bronx area. Many floods, many accidents, and it's a urban poor area in Bandung. Then we built a skate park, actually a skate facility, where we teach poor children skateboarding, and everything is for free, but there are 3 rules. Jaga kebersihan, jaga antrian, dan jangan ngomong anjing, of which means actually keep queuing, don't litter, and don't say the F word. So what is Parental Advisory? In short, it's a straight-edge punk social business from the harsh streets of Bandung City, established in the year 2000. But actually, business-wise, Parental is a T-shirt company who provide baby to adult size quality T-shirts and screen printing to support one specific mission. Yeah, so Our mission is bridging youth culture to adults. Yeah, so about subculture, punk, etc. That's the thing that we want to bridge to adults. So what is youth culture? What youth culture? Like punk, skinhead, straight edge, game, vape, anime, hentai, you know, everything. So what is this? Introducing it to adults, like YouTubers, etc. So our task is to learn and to be updated with the changing local youth culture, because the youth culture is changing so fast, right? I mean, it was like the music trends changes now. It's so easy to get something new. I'm going to give a quick example, like straight edge, because I'm straight edge. I'm a straight edge punk, hardcore. Now, straight edge, according to Wikipedia, is a subgenre of punk whose adherents refrain from using drugs, alcohol, tobacco, and recreational drugs. The point is, we are against sex, drugs, and alcohol, yeah, right? And promiscuous sex, alcohol, and drugs. Not marriage, yeah. And the promiscuous sex thing is actually different in every culture, actually. But commonly, we are against smoking, we are against drugs, we are against alcohol, and everything is started not by me. It was started by a band in Washington DC, a punk band called Minor Threat, who made a song like this: "I'm a person just like you, but I have better things to do than sit around and fuck my head, hang out with the living dead, snort white shit up my nose, pass out at the shows. I don't even think about speed. That's just something I don't need. I've got straight edge." It's a song. I mean, we've got the borders, you know. We know where to stop. We've got the edge. And then Ian McKay made another song, of which is called "Out of Step," of which refrain is, "I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't fuck. At least I can fucking think out of step." Yeah, so because we feel we are out of step, we are different, we are black sheep in a community who is like everyone is drinking alcohol, or in Indonesia everyone is smoking as a norm. And this is we have symbols, the identification of straight edge, the X marks, the t-shirts, the naming. Yeah, but we're not talking about straight edge. That's a simple example of what youth culture mean, what we are talking about. Bridging youth culture to adults. We are bridging this kind of stuff to adults. Okay. Our mission is bridging youth culture to adults. So our vision is to close the communication gap between parents and children or youth caused by the constant changing of youth culture. I mean, really, the youth culture now is really fast moving, you know, even the language, even the typings, etc. So how do we do that? And the adult side, we have the Never Grow Up campaign. It's a media campaign where we the concept is seek first to understand, then to be understood. I took it from Stephen R. Covey. It's the writer of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's habit number 5. So even though I'm a hardcore band, a punk guy, straight edge, but my son likes robots. So I rather become Ant-Man than trying to push what I have in my head into my son. So be the little one, be the little guy, more little than my son. And then on the youth side, we have youth empowerment and entrepreneurship. In the business side, we have localism. So there are 3 sides, actually adult sides, youth sides, and business sides. And I will explain from the youth sides first. Youth empowerment, we mean by toys, books, and rock and roll. So because everyone knows books is powerful, but toys to us equals power. The more toys a parent has, the more toys an adult has, actually the more influence he got to children, every child. Because it's basically like this: you do your homework or you cannot play Xbox, you know. No, never it has been like, you do your homework or you cannot play play the washing machine. You know, there's no one, Xbox, what, washing dishes? Okay, so basically toys equals power in our point of view. So we teach people, the children, with quite nice toys, of which is actually quite expensive for them, like skateboarding in Indonesia, Xbox, Nintendo Wii, internet, and of course we always keeps, so to books, toys, and rock and roll. We facilitate kids with toys, with good toys, after they do read books or they learn something, and we never forget rock and roll. So I mean, rock and roll is actually being naughty, yeah. Going to punk concerts, making silly stuff, you know. But there's a difference between rock and roll and being stupid. So rock and roll, while promoting positive choices, it's not sex and rock and roll. Like straight edge, it's a positive choice. Positive mental attitude, PMA, it's a positive choice. Drug-free youth, it's a positive choice. So this kind of approach that we are doing. After these kids are teach life skills from books and workshops, etc., we try to make children to understand entrepreneurship, because we are talking, our children are from the poor bracket, right? Poor economic bracket. So how to gain money from them having fun. I mean, do your hobby and earn money and earn shit. You know, basically, that's the. I mean, that's the most beautiful thing in life, actually, getting paid by doing your hobby, right? Or if you don't want to get paid, you need to know doing good to the needy. Let's say you are giving your skills to someone else, or you're giving your services to someone else. You have to know whom deserves to be paid attention. Not everyone. So if you're not getting paid, you're giving your efforts to the needy. Who is the needy? Yeah, the other poor people, the other person, or those who you think deserves, right? Not to everyone, right? So it's knowing your rights, actually. That is the entrepreneurship side that we are teaching to kids, and we are also, of course, pushing people to share, actually. And now the business side. That was the youth side, and then the adult side I've been talking before, and now the business side. Parental business side cling on localism, but our localism is globally, right? So what we believe is, actually, we have a movement called the Voluntary Bed Screen Printing Network. It's a project run by me from Bandung and my partner in New York. He's also one of the business owner. We believe the products needs to be produced. Our products needs to be produced where the markets are. Usually, other products are made, let's say, in the cheapest possible country, like let's say t-shirt, like in Bangladesh or China, and then sold in the most expensive place, like New York or London, right? We believe that t-shirt for the Malaysian market has to be made in Malaysia, because it needs to benefit the people in Malaysia. T-shirts for the Indonesian market needs to be made in Indonesia. T-shirts for the New York market needs to be made in the States, because even in New York there are people who needs job. So our products needs to be helping people who is buying, or the local community. Okay, so voluntary bed is quite a new concept. Voluntary bed is a crowdsourcing. Voluntary bed is crowdsourcing t-shirt screen printing in countries where people buy our t-shirt, and we call this approach as localism. Now our screen printing network, currently we are open network to Ghana, Zimbabwe. Ghana is Robert Mencha, and that's Zimbabwe, in Harare, Manchester, California, and Kuala Lumpur. The project is not big. It's among these screen printers, we try to teach them our technique. Our screen printers are not like big factories. It's like amateurs, hobbyists becoming amateurs with trying to developing their screen printing skills, and that's where we share our trick of the trade, our knowledge. And there's other movements, right? That was how we do our business. It's the localism, and there are other causes like the Our Movement Never Skateboards and the Parental Baby Clothing, who is making t-shirts, actually giving voice to children through t-shirts. What I'm trying to highlight here is every brand has to have activism and creativity combined to produce a quality product. Activism, having a cause with no creativity, will result as a, old school anti-narcotics boring poster, right? To make it interesting, it needs creativity. While creativity without a cause, without activism, can result actually in, let's say, selling drugs. Creativity but no cause. You don't know what problem you want to address. You just want to have money, let's say, of which can be like putting drugs into condoms and letting your dog swallow it and putting your dog in a shape. Well, after that you take him out or something. So activism and creativity needs to combine to produce a quality product, to produce some quality stuff to address some certain problem. And from the quality products we get profit. Yeah, we sell the quality products to address a problem and we get profit. From the profit, then we do our movement. And so it's not like you have a cause and then you, hey, please give me money. It was the past. Now foundation needs to have, okay, there's a problem. Okay, work with designers, work with people from the creativity industry to make a product to solve the problem, sell the product, and then the profit needs to also return to the cause, to the movement. And yeah, we have several projects like the Netherlands Supervised Playground, providing toys to poor children to motivate them to stay in school, so they pay with learning. And then the Masjid Al-Barakah, now it's currently we're shifting to Jihadul Akbar because it's in Sumedang. It's quite far away from Bandung. It's a youth center actually that we are building, but we're shifting to Jihadul Akbar, Bandung. And nicotine substitute center for kids who are smoking. We try to give them alternatives like nicotine patches or nicotine gums or nicotine e-cigarettes to reduce the severe smoking problem in Indonesia. And youth center with drug-free youth actually. It's a Malaysian. Netherlands Playground is a free playground facility of which I have mentioned before. And then there's the Intoxicated Youth. It's a Australian initiative but run now big in Malaysia. Hopefully I can bring it here in Indonesia. I used to be doing it with Khai Aziz in Malaysia. And then there's Masjid Al-Barakah in Kampung Pasir Padang, Waduk. But we built a little mosque, but now most of the activity we shift to Jihadul Akbar Bandung. It's a mosque where I think with 400 families there. So hopefully, yeah, will be something. So at the end, what I'm trying to say is, all I do is about being stubborn. It needs to be done or die trying. I know it's impossible, but I don't care. However I may fail or whatever I may accomplish, at the end of the day, whatever I do, is about building a bridge connecting this punk dad to his son. And every time I feel like growing up, I always remember this song by H2O, What Happened. Yeah, the song What Happened. And it goes like this. Lost, 2, 3, 4. Lost, lifetime ago it seems, you gave up your wildest dreams. But I refuse to let mine go. I took an oath, you can find me here, with an open arms and ears, refusing to surrender. I can't believe they don't remember how it feels like to be young. Don't criticize my lyric, it's a bit different, but it's how I feel. The point is, getting old is certain. Growing up is a choice. Never grow up. Stay young for your kids. Thank you.